You know what time it is. One time for the one time when the milkman slides. He gotta hit you with a good morning. Yeah, it's Friday, yo.
Good morning. I'm just free.
You didn't know where it was going. You didn't know what it was fixing to do. And you're like, wait a minute, wait a minute. It seemed like it was fixing to be short. It did, didn't it? It did. I wanted to let it be, but then I couldn't. My spirit wouldn't let me on the inside, you see. My spirit wouldn't let me on the inside. He said, make some more noise. It's Friday.
It is Friday.
Yo, it's Friday.
I am happy.
Yay, yay,
Although
TGIF.
isn't much for me to be. There isn't much difference between today and tomorrow, honestly.
Okay.
I'm working some overtime tomorrow. Still going to have to come back up to this hospital tomorrow.
Berger.
But
Damn,
we do have
over 2 minutes and you just shared? Or did I just get the notification? Like, damn, what was your fingers doing?
connecting back to the hospital Wi-Fi.
Oh Lord, now they had booted you.
When I go home, it boots me, and I hadn't used my computer up yet last night. So
you had got booted.
Yeah.
If y'all have not taken the opportunity to like and share this thing up, please do so. Of course, we greatly appreciate it.
Some stuff from the playroom.
Okay.
We got small deck of Uno cards. Isn't this cute?
Okay.
How cute it is.
That's the travel joint. Yeah, play that in the car.
And we got a brand new sorry.
Sorry. You ain't never lived till you seen some grown folks fussing over sorry and singing the song when they get you.
Man. We don't sing no song.
You don't sing the song?
Because when my niece Desi was young, she was so clumsy, and she used to just do stuff, and then we get frustrated, and she would say, sorry. And so that's what we always say.
Yeah. Well, we do holler that, but it's not as that sounds like nice, innocent, sweet and stuff. We'd be like, sorry. Sound like a conga line fixing to come through when we get through playing.
We got a game night scheduled tonight.
Okay, what was the last one after sorry?
Trouble.
I got stuck on sorry. See, trouble is just the same as sorry, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You just got the thing that you push.
Yeah, I had asked her if they had sorry, and she said, yeah, I'm pretty sure we have sorry. We got all the games or whatever. So I was like, well, let me get Uno and sorry, and if you don't have sorry, I'll take trouble. And when we got back to the room, we had sorry, trouble, and Uno. So
did y'all play some Uno?
We haven't played anything yet. Last night, after he got back from getting his pick line put in, he rested for a bit. Then we had dinner and time for bed.
It was about that time?
Mm-hmm.
It was about that time. You know what time it is? It is time for Florida Man Friday.
So I have renamed today.
Oh, we're renaming today?
Yeah, because as we're no longer focusing on Florida.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like we should call it Foolishness Friday.
Different
states and the foolishness. What up?
What up, Johnny? Good morning to you, sir. Hope you're having an amazing Friday so far. Quality good time. So you think it should be Foolish Friday?
Foolishness Friday. Yeah. Let's see.
And then we could just pick from all sorts of foolishness. Okay.
From have you chosen?
While you was up here renaming the segments,
no,
and themes of the show, do you have any foolishness?
No, I thought you were going to do it, and so I was like, I'm not gonna waste my time. I know he got it.
Oh, you know I do got it though, don't you? You know
Yeah.
I wouldn't
And
even
so
turn the thing on if I wasn't ready.
we'll discuss this more
Yeah. I was
later.
thanks for breaking it to me live on air. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll discuss this more later
Stop this a little bit. We might need
because
to
we're gonna
focus
have to
group it.
figure out
You
we're
know
gonna
what
have to
I mean?
figure out a way to go about it because I be sending you the videos with like this is for the show. This is for the show. And then some of them I don't say this is for the show, but you be playing them all. And so
All
you
of
don't
them.
be looking at my yeah. So if I say this is for Foolish Friday or whatever, you're not gonna look at it. So we're gonna have to figure out a
Figure out a new way of communicating.
yeah, yep.
Good morning, good
But
morning, good morning,
you know,
everybody.
that's
If
we'll
you
take care of that later.
for
But
sure,
we
for
are
sure.
expanding past Florida. So
Well, we've been
even though
expanded past Florida.
right, even
You
though
ain't
I
know?
don't mind still like blaming Florida for the foolishness.
Hey, I
um
feel like Florida could take they strong enough. They can handle it, okay? Florida can
yeah, I
handle it.
mean, they're ridiculous.
We're gonna start off with Florida if that's all right with you. Even
Oh,
though
okay.
we're gonna be foolish, let's start off with Florida because what more foolishness could come out than from Florida? And this one right here takes the cake.
So, a Florida woman back in jail after being caught with drugs in a bag that was labeled, quote, definitely not a bag full of drugs.
You cannot make this stuff up. What in the world?
I know, it's ridiculous. Taryn Ackery was arrested during a traffic stop. Inside the bag, methamphetamine needles, other drug paraphernalia. Now, Ackery faces multiple charges, including drug possession and trafficking. She's also awaiting a trial for child neglect.
So you have the video and it has a little bit more information. But I covered this
Oh, you did?
during Florida Man Friday.
Oh,
The article.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I remember trying to get my picture, my phone in the picture
Oh,
to show the bag full
that
of
wasn't.
drugs, or
Bag full of
definitely
drugs.
not a bag full of drugs.
Definitely, it can't be a bag full of drugs. That's what it can't be. I had to go. I had to go hunting for that video. But it worked out.
Yes, I mean, first of all, can we just talk about how crazy it
It's
seemed?
Florida Man
Like,
Friday, aka foolishness all up in this piece on Friday. You know what I mean? We workshopping a new name for Friday because it's not all about Florida no more. It's all about the foolishness from around the world. Good morning to you, Waylon. We're gonna stick with Florida though, because I got a Florida man from there too who happened to
okay,
be dressed up in a Dalmatian onesie. Do you know how to spell onesie? You're a parent. I
onesie,
imagine you
O
should know
N
how to
S I
spell.
E.
Okay, you was almost there. You forgot the E in one. You spelled
Oh,
onsie.
okay. One. I'm sorry, I can't spell like
Oh,
in air. I would
I
never be
can't.
good at a
I
spelling bee.
can't spell in air.
I need to
What does
write
that
stuff down.
mean?
I have to write stuff down. Like I can't spell in a spelling bee because I
I
can't
can't. I
always
can't
remember the
judge you.
last letter that I said.
Yeah, I must say I can't judge you because I didn't know. I had to Google it because when you download it, it'd be some gibberish that it says the title of the video is, and it helps me if I know what they are before I click them instead of I just be like, let's be surprised. And so I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm the only one gonna see this, but I still need to know that I've spelled it correctly. You know what
Yeah,
I
if I'm
mean?
typing or writing, that's what Layla asks me all the time. Like,
What
how do
she
you
asked
spell this or that? And I'd be like, I like have to. If you don't see me
you?
do
Hey,
this, I'm not gonna spell it right.
nephew, don't you know I'm in the show? And shouldn't you be at
He said,
school?
"Don't you know I need some money? Like,
Oh no. He don't need money today. He need
he need
rides.
that ride, that
Yep.
ride.
He need a ride.
He
He got to
gotta go
get
get
picked up.
funky fresh. He
He
gotta
got to
go
get
get
picked up from the
funky fresh."
barbershop. Yep. He gonna get picked up from the barbershop and taken to go get his alterations done. Yep.
Mm,
At least he on top of his game. Prom is coming up. He got to stay ready. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
He got to stay ready.
Yeah, but this is what I do. If I don't do this, then I'm
Yeah.
spelling it wrong. But Layla always
Okay.
asks me, I'd be like, ooh, like I could spell real good. I read a lot.
Talk
So,
about it.
but it's gotta be in print. It's got to be in print.
What you mean? Which one?
Which nephew?
Oh, Tay. Yo, you have an amazing day as well, sir. I do be lost in the conversation sometimes. Be like, what was we talking about? Let me see what's popping over here. Florida man in a onesie.
You too, Waylon. Have a great day.
Thank you. We've got a couple stories now that you might just have to laugh about.
That's right. So here's what we have in today's Florida man story. A Florida man dressed in a Dalmatian onesie is now held in his own cage after fleeing troopers in a vehicle, then running away with one handcuff on. Florida Highway Patrol says he was speeding and swerving all over the roads. As soon as police turned on lights and sirens, 36-year-old Dylan Keith Devereaux took off, at one point even dropping off a passenger and then taking off again. They eventually caught up to him. According to the arrest report, Devereaux pushed the trooper and began to run towards his home with one handcuff on. Devereaux was eventually arrested and taken to jail. Not quite sure why he was wearing the Dalmatian onesie.
That's my biggest question.
Bad look.
It's not great.
Not great. Not great. You know, I read the article.
He was cold. Maybe.
I read the article before I went searching for the video. Because I read all the articles first before I went and found the videos. And in the article, it says that he also shook off tasers while running. And it says he was ultimately caught at his girlfriend's house.
What was that in the bag that they were showing?
Oh, I have no idea. I have no idea. You wanted to know what was in the bag?
Yeah.
You were sure it was just drugs, wasn't you?
I mean, that's clearly drug-induced behavior. It's in Florida, so
I'm gonna put on my onesie and outrun the police. That seems like a great idea. Well, we're gonna keep it in theme of puppies, if you will. This next duo here clearly is trying to go to jail.
Here we go. Thieves stage a bogus medical emergency to steal puppies from a pet store in Colorado. Security cameras rolling when one of the suspects allegedly faked a seizure. Watch this.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, no, stop!
Gave the other guy a chance to grab. Oh my God. Pure chaos.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
so
awful.
That distraction gave the other guy a chance to grab two of the bulldog puppies, and then you see him just taken off. The man who allegedly faked the seizure was later arrested. Deputies believe at least two other suspects were involved in this. There is some good news, though. One of the stolen puppies was turned in by a good Samaritan.
What kind of low life do you have to be?
Yo, how they only catch the decoy?
well, because he was laying on the floor.
I mean, the police
because
say he was later caught. He was later. He wasn't caught at the store.
I think when they could have stopped him in the store, but when he tripped and dropped one of the puppies, I think they kind of like let it go so that he wouldn't hurt the dog, the dogs.
Like, yeah.
But
you back a crazy person in the corner, they might throw a dog at you.
Yeah.
You don't know what might happen.
But they said they were bulldogs. They must have been French bulldogs or something.
Yeah. Oh, they was in there stealing money.
And I don't understand the obsession with French bulldogs. And don't come for me, okay? Don't come for me, people.
Okay.
So ugly.
Well.
Ugly. They're so ugly. Like, I just don't understand the obsession with them.
Oh, Lord of mercy. It's a dog. Like, your dogs is cute.
Toy poodles and stuff. Those are cute. I understand. But with this fascination
it's all
with
ugly.
the French bulldogs, why they're so expensive, they're ugly. I don't get it. But, hey,
okay.
Your own.
I'm going to make a reel, and you're going to be the only one in it. Okay.
It's just going to be me saying they're so ugly. So ugly.
You're going to be the only one in it. Yes. Say it again. So ugly.
So ugly. I mean,
whew.
Out of the dog species, they're not that cute. And I know people are probably like, but you got a Chihuahua. But I have like it's not a purebred Chihuahua, it's a Chihuahua mix, so she ain't got that scoop ball on her head. So I mean she has all Chihuahua tendencies as far as barking nonstop and having small dog energy and all that stuff. But she's not as ugly as other Chihuahuas because she ain't got that scoop ball. Like I have the cutest Chihuahua on the planet, probably.
I'm gonna let you have that this morning. It's Friday. I want you to start your day the right way, like everybody else, with milk into you. Spider-Man. Out of all the superheroes, who's your favorite superhero?
My favorite superhero?
Yeah.
The new female Black Panther.
I ain't mad at you. I've always been fond of Batman. That's just because, you know, he seemed to be like an ordinary dude. It seemed like anybody could be Batman if you had the right resources. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My youngest used to be obsessed with Batman.
Yeah. I mean, especially when it comes to like Batman versus Superman, I'm like Batman like a million times out of a million. I won't, you know what I'm saying? Between the Batmobile and all the gadgets, I'm like, sign me up, right? Mm-hmm. But Spider-Man is probably a close second. I, of course, am not a fan of the onesie as an adult. And I imagine a Spider-Man costume is just a Spider-Man onesie at this point once you get it put on. But apparently folks is loving to dress up these days and commit their crimes. And this this poor little fellow, well, let's just check him out.
Tonight, a man dressed as a superhero is accused of being a supervillain.
Shamari Stone has this bizarre story from Fairfax.
Tonight, the owner of Gaming Giant here in Fairfax on the 4000 block of University Drive tells me that he is very upset about what happened and quite frankly feels violated. He says that the suspect, 20-year-old Joel Brown, knew exactly what he was looking for when he allegedly broke in this place, coming right to this display case where there are cards worth thousands of dollars with Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Pokemon. The owner tells me that the suspect cased out the business, asking for specific types of cards, left, and then returned this past Friday night, allegedly breaking in the front door wearing a Spider-Man costume to disguise his identity. The owner says Brown stole the $10,000 worth of Pokemon, Dragon Ball, and One Piece cards. Fairfax police receiving tips and arresting Brown, charging him with burglary. Tonight, people who shop here and battle during games feel violated.
I mean, honestly, it just makes me kind of depressed because we do feel like a community here.
Him actually coming in here and taking from the store and a community that we've developed and hold dear, it's just wrong.
Spider-Man stands for so much, and it's like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing, really?
Now, we tried reaching out to Joel Brown, and we were unable to find him. Meanwhile, if you have any additional information about this burglary, call Fairfax Police. I'm Shamari Stone. Back to you.
How could you not be laughing watching that? I mean, the whole thing, right? The whole thing.
So many questions. But I think the biggest one is, why does a Pokemon card, why is it worth in milk?
The value keeps going up. Like, you don't understand. People are doing, like, they're opening packs of Pokemon cards just to find the ones to sell. Yeah.
Right. They're actually doing with Pokemon cards what we thought was going to happen with Beanie Babies.
Well, I mean, these cards have come and gone. They've been around for a long time. They have had a resurgence in popularity. I remember when my little brothers had them, and that was in the late 90s.
I don't know if they've come and gone. I think they've been pretty consistent.
Across time, you think so?
Yeah, I think maybe it's just the
they're not basketball cards.
My kids play with them, and then you see some kids playing with them now. It's like, oh, these are still out, or these are back out. But it's like, no, they're not back out. They're still out.
They just been consistent across time. Yeah.
No. I feel like there's been pretty consistent. It's just the people you interact with no longer do it.
Well, I was never doing it.
The people you interact with, like the kids that you've seen playing with them, grew up and stopped playing with them.
No,
You were no longer aware.
It's bad. No, they're back. Let me tell you, with a vengeance. They're back with a vengeance.
I can tell you, I know some family members of my kids on their dad's side who have been playing these consistently for years.
They never stopped?
Never stopped. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Can't
There's people
stop,
out there who
stop.
never stop.
Why was the
It's never
newsman
stopped.
though?
It's just
why was the newsman so dramatic? Dragon
for them,
Ball
it was
Z
dramatic, and that
and
must be an area that
Pokemon
doesn't
cards.
have a lot of crime.
Yo, they came in and disrupted our community. Bro, Superman. I mean, Spider-Man stands for so much. Like, come on, bro. What are we doing? Like, really?
But like, let me see. Liam is about to be 14, and we lived there when he was 2. 12 years. I mean, and they were playing before that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, they never went away. It's just sometimes, typically, the kids is in it, and the kids grow up and stop.
Well,
So
I know when I
like,
first saw it, that it was the late 90s and nobody gave a doggone nothing about it. And the kids didn't even know how to play the games. They was just like, Charizard wins.
Yeah. No, it's still a thing. It's always been a thing. It's just the people that you interact with typically grow up and stop playing with it. And then there are other people who are.
I wish I had some real like
never...
Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon people on the show this morning, because like I ain't never fooled with neither one of them. But I always imagined that Dragon Ball Z folks was cooler than Pokemon folks. Because Dragon Ball Z had
was a Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
but Dragon Ball different. I mean, they're different. The premise of the shows are different.
Oh yeah, but it's that same anime collector's business, you know. Are they both considered anime? I guess. I don't really know how. Those are subgenres that I don't necessarily delve into like that. You know what I mean? When I was a kid, we just had cartoons. Nobody told me what kind of cartoon it was. It was just animated.
Chris wasn't into.
Oh no, they love Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball, okay.
They had the video games and stuff.
Yeah. Deontay was a Dragon Baller, but my kids were.
Not to say before that though, they did have some Pokemon cards when they was younger than that.
But my kids, I think they did Pokemon for the most part, right? And then what's the third one? Pokemon, Dragon, Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh man, what was those little spinner things where they were like little tops?
The Beyblades.
Beyblades, they battled against each other.
We definitely had some Beyblades. We definitely
Lord
had
of mercy.
Arena and the Beyblades.
This generation of children, boy, they had some things.
And then while we talking about superheroes, you know, we had the 12-inch, or we still have them because I won't let these get thrown away because they're superheroes.
I mean,
they don't change,
now.
And we can use. I invested a lot of money.
I was gonna say, and they're expensive. Why have we not started with that? Like,
so we've got all the superheroes.
What you did was
and Marvel.
You started a collection for your child, and if when they become an adult, they decide to continue with this or pass it down to their children, then maybe that's something. If not, it'll just stay with you in your collector's case.
Well, that's why I kept the wrestling men in the things, because the wrestling men, like I said, they don't go out of style either. Like sometimes it's really cool to have the old wrestlers.
Oh yeah.
And then I mean, we definitely can't sell them. They're in no condition for that. But we do have.
Oh, are you kidding me? People are buying all conditions.
The Rock. We have
they will repaint
old John Cena and all this stuff. So we do have like a lot of.
It's 8:10. Somebody sound the alarm. Somebody sound the alarm. It's time to go to work. Yo, have an amazing weekend, y'all. Remember, you have everything inside of you that you need to conquer the day. Don't let the day run you. You run the day.
Slow down.
Oh, slow down some?
Yeah.
I can get done. It's 8:11. See, you should just let me finish.
Okay. It's okay. I'm like a 10-minute drive from home. I will make it.
It's an outro, not an intro.
Okay.
Remember, you have everything inside of you that you need to conquer this day. Don't let it run you. You run it. And of course, if you got a smile, drop one. You never know what it'll do to brighten somebody's day. And Bri, why do I always encourage folks to make it a great day?
Great days don't just happen. You gotta make them great.
You gotta make them great. Y'all be amazing. We'll see y'all on Monday.